Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So the developer update for the next season just dropped. Some cool stuff in there, but probably the coolest thing of the bunch is the fact that we are getting another limited time game mode. So let's take a look at what they have to say about the new mode, High Voltage.
So excited to tell you about this new game mode we've been working on, High Voltage. High Voltage is a fast-paced game mode that only lasts 3 turns. Every turn you're getting a random amount of energy from 2 to 5. There's no cubes, no snapping, and you gain volts by winning games. It's fast, it's chaos, it's pure fun. It runs for a week starting October 18th. We hope you're gonna love the quickened pace, and please tell us what you think online and on Discord. We can't wait to hear what you think about it.
So, High Voltage, new mode. It sounds pretty interesting. So no snapping removed entirely, but you are going to have accelerated energy in only 3 turns. So super fast-paced Marvel Snap, where you're really just only focusing on the gameplay instead of kind of the snap mechanic. I like the idea of this a lot. Personally, to me, this sounds like a more interesting way to iterate on the formula than Deadpool's Diner was. Deadpool's Diner was all about the extra doubling and the snapping and whatnot, and this seems to be the exact opposite. This has nothing to do with the snapping. This is just focusing on the gameplay and what crazy things you can have happen over 3 turns when the maximum amount of energy is often much higher than it normally is. So I like the concept for this quite a bit. I think it'll be fun. We can see there are some rewards for it. So we have some cosmetic rewards, a avatar and a variant for Iron Man, some credits, some collector's tokens, a red border, and probably the best reward of the bunch is a new card, Agony. Agony is kind of a inverse Hulkbuster. She is a 1/2 that when you play a card here, Agony will merge with it. So yeah, pretty much exactly the opposite of Hulkbuster. However, she is a bit smaller. This card actually seems really, really nuts for something like Deadpool to be playing out early, get Deadpool up to that 3 power, kind of like we saw with the old Forge way back. So this seems like a fairly powerful card in the right shell. I don't think it's necessarily going to have like a crazy impact across a bunch of decks and whatnot, but anytime you can get a new card for free, essentially, without having to pony up some keys or 6K tokens, I think that's a pretty big win for the player base. So I like to see them introducing more new mode stuff. It's unfortunate it's like so limited and temporary, but I think they're having the issue of they don't want to like segment their player base too much, especially given what they have seen with Conquest, where, you know, it started out, a lot of people were excited for it. It kind of fell off over time with there being less interest in Conquest. So I think they're worried about doing another permanent new mode until we get maybe Draft, if that ever happens. So I think until then, we're probably going to be seeing more of these like limited time events, which I guess are fine. I like to see them experimenting with the formula of the game in different ways. I think this way seems a lot more interesting and fun to me than what they first cooked up with Deadpool's Diner. Now we can see a few things from this screen here. We can see they do seem to have some quests that will be getting you some of these volts to get these rewards. So that is going to be, I guess, another way of gaining the volts, aside from presumably just winning games. We do see a refresh thing and a refill now. My big question here is this going to be something like the Diner, where they only let you in a limited amount of time? Or is that just Quest UI? I think that could just be the same thing as the Quest UI, where it's like, oh, you have quests, you get them done, you get volts, and you can refresh them for gold to get more quests to get volts faster, right? But if you can just play this infinitely for free and earn volts that way, I think this is infinitely better than the experience Deadpool's Diner had to offer, where it gave you that big feels bad of, oh, you had a big loss, now you're locked out of playing the new mode. So here's hoping that this is not a mode with some kind of timer on it. Maybe we'll get some more clarification about that. But yeah, that's launching in about 2.5 weeks. I think they said October 18th, so keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty excited. I think this is a very interesting take on the formula, and I'm interested to see how it plays out when we get our hands on it. That's not the only announcement, though, we had in the developer update video. They are celebrating 2 years of Marvel Snap with 7 days of login bonuses later next month. So we're going to have some random boosters, some credits, a title, 2 neon white card borders, a cosmic orange card border, 155 random boosters, and a premium mystery variant for those. And vote for the variant is also returning, so we have Howard the Duck, Armor, and Destroyer as options for that. Curious to see which one of those ends up being the community favorite. I know last time it was a pretty heated battle between the Rian Shang-Chi and the big Fireface Human Torch. So I'm curious to see if we'll see a blowout here or another kind of close competition. But yeah, that's what they're going to be doing for the anniversary. And leagues are coming back too, and apparently they're going to be having this Deadpool Pixel card back, as well as some cosmetics for Devil Dino and Moon Girl. I'm curious if this is when they finally try and implement paid leagues, or if that's something they are scrapping altogether. Hard to say for sure. I guess we'll find out in the near future. But leagues are definitely one of those things that I feel like have been a bit of a miss. I mean, the free stuff isn't bad, but I've heard a lot more negative than positive about leagues. So curious to see if they've tweaked that formula at all, because I think players aren't really finding it's hitting a lot of the goals that they are really going for. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you think about the new mode in the comments below. I'm pretty excited for it. Should be a fun new way to engage with the game. Though I do wish we did have a little bit more time than just 1 week with it, but I imagine if it's successful, it'll be something they rerun again over time. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.